Have you ever wondered how one man, Leonardo da Vinci, could master painting, anatomy, engineering, astronomy, and philosophy all at once? It seems almost superhuman, doesn't it? But what if it wasn't? What if Leonardo wasn't just a genius, but a mystic, someone who understood the quantum nature of reality centuries before science could even dream of it? Today, we're diving deep into the lost metaphysical teachings hidden within Leonardo's notebooks, the ones that hint at a universal mind connecting art, science, and spirit. Welcome to a journey where ancient wisdom meets quantum science. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just an inventor, he was a seer, obsessed with understanding how invisible forces move through visible form. In his journals, he penned a line that echoes through the ages: all is connected through motion in the smallest particle, the whole universe resides. Doesn't that sound like quantum field theory? But written in Renaissance code. He studied the flow of water, the flight of birds, and the intricacies of human anatomy not as separate sciences, but as expressions of one single, living intelligence. Leonardo didn't just observe reality, he communed with it. He entered a state we might now call the unified field, the very same state that modern mystics, meditators, and even quantum physicists describe when consciousness merges with creation. Let's talk about his famous mirror writing. For centuries, historians have told us he wrote backward from right to left to keep his notes secret. But what if there's a deeper, metaphysical clue hidden in plain sight? Leonardo believed that the outer world is a reflection of the inner mind. By literally writing in reverse, he was training his consciousness to perceive the world as an inner projection, a core principle of quantum observation. Modern physics now tells us that the observer directly shapes the outcome of every experiment. Well, da Vinci intuited this centuries earlier. The painter's mind, he wrote, becomes the mirror of nature. He wasn't just describing art, he was describing the mechanics of reality creation. Look closely at Leonardo's sketches of swirling water, wind, and even human hair. See a recurring pattern. It's the vortex. This spiral shape is everywhere in the cosmos, from galaxies and hurricanes right down to the structure of atoms. To him, this was no coincidence. He saw it as a sacred geometry that unites all of life, powered by what he called the spirito universale, the universal breath. In modern terms, we'd call that energy in motion, the vibrational sea that quantum physics calls the zero-point field. For da Vinci, his art wasn't just a craft, it was his meditation. Each brushstroke was an act of tuning himself into that cosmic pulse, the same pulse that mystics feel when they declare, "I and the universe are one." Few people know that Leonardo dissected dozens of human hearts. This wasn't morbid curiosity. He was driven to understand the very rhythm of life itself. He wrote that the heart is the sun of the microcosm. In metaphysical terms, he was saying that the heart's electromagnetic field is a miniature, pulsing version of the entire universe, radiant and intelligent. Fast forward to today, and science has confirmed it. The heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field in the body, a field so powerful it can synchronize brain waves and emotional states. Leonardo felt this profound truth 500 years ago, not with technology, but through direct, intuitive perception. And then there's one of Leonardo's greatest obsessions, the golden ratio. The number 1.618, often called the divine proportion. He famously used it in his drawing, the Vitruvian Man, to illustrate the geometry of creation itself. This magical ratio appears everywhere in nature, in seashells, flowers, galaxies, and even our DNA. It's like the fingerprint of the quantum field, the cosmic algorithm for beauty and balance. For Leonardo, the golden ratio wasn't just math, it was a revelation. Tangible proof that the universe is a living consciousness expressing harmony through form. If Leonardo were alive today, he would undoubtedly be called a quantum thinker. He saw the visible and invisible worlds as a single continuum, where energy shapes matter and thought shapes reality. His relentless curiosity wasn't random genius. It was a form of active meditation. He tapped into what mystics call the Akashic field, a cosmic library where all knowledge already exists. How else could he design helicopters and submarines centuries before the materials to build them were available? He wasn't just inventing, he was remembering, pulling ideas from a field of infinite potential. Leonardo's true secret wasn't hidden in his inventions. It was in his state of consciousness. He lived in a state of perpetual awe. He listened to reality instead of trying to control it, understanding that the mind and the universe are partners in creation. This is why his sketches feel so alive, because they are. They are living expressions of consciousness interacting with itself. When you start to approach life like Leonardo did, with boundless curiosity, wonder, and a deep sense of reverence, you begin to activate the very same metaphysical genius that lives within you. So, What if Da Vinci's real legacy isn't just his art, but his awareness? What if he was the bridge between ancient mysticism and modern quantum science, showing us that the key to genius isn't a high IQ, but integration, the merging of intuition and intellect, soul and science? You are the next Renaissance. Your consciousness is the canvas, and the brush you hold is your attention. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. If this resonated with you, please give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the intersection of wisdom and science. See you next time.